Hello, this is Eric Zeno, the director at the Haddonfield Public Library, with another video about our databases. Today, I'll show you some databases to do with science. As always, we'll start from the library's homepage at haddonfieldlibrary.org. Scroll over to the Research tab and click on Research by Subject. Now I'll scroll down to the Science category and click on that icon. And the first resource I'll show you will be called Science Online, that among other things gives you access to daily articles that are about timely topics in science that appear in the news. When accessing this from home, I'll have to supply my library card number, which I'll go ahead and do now. And there's a rich variety of things that you can do in the database, ranging from modules, videos and animation, interactive experiments, diagrams that explain various scientific principles. But what I wanted to show you in particular was the articles that appear, and I'll click on this first one that deals with bats and the role that they play in viruses. And as you can see from any article, you can do a variety of things like share the article with people by emailing it directly to them. You can have the article read aloud to you by the computer. You can print the article, and you can save it for later. A second resource I want to show you is this one called Today's Science that has got easy to navigate topic list of science topics, including health and wellness. And to get there, once I'm in the database, I just click on the topic index, and then I can explore any one of these topical areas. I'm going to scroll down to medicine and health, where we have categories like age and the aging process, diet and nutrition, and I'm going to go into the age and the aging process category. You can see the kinds of articles that appear are about what happens when we sleep, the evolution of endurance in the human heart. And in addition to these articles, we can also gain access quickly to other categories like disease prevention, the nutrition. So this is a great source to go to when you're curious about different types of science as it affects your health in particular. If you access one of the articles, just like the previous database, you can see that you can share the item, you can print it, you can have it read aloud to you by the computer, and you can also gain access to related content. The last resource I want to show you is this one called Science Reference Center, and this is from a different provider called EBSCO. As before, because I'm using this from home, I'll have to enter my library card number, which I do in the Patron ID field, and I'll go ahead and do that now. And now we can search things that are of interest to us in the area of science, like perhaps we want to pick up that thread on bats and viruses. So let me just do a search here on bats and viruses in humans. I'll take that suggestion from the database and click search. And from the results list, there's a variety of things we can do before we start exploring articles. For example, we can limit our search results to ones that we can read fully online. So I'm just taking out the articles that I can't read online. So that went down from 41 total articles to 34 total articles. And let's just leave it at that. I want to show you what happens if I change the way the search was conducted by changing this "and" term to "or." So in this case, I'm revising my search to find me articles that deal with bats or viruses in humans, and we'll expect that to go up from 34. And in fact, it's gone up to 4,703 articles, because that's the sum total of articles that deal with bats or viruses in humans, and they don't necessarily have to include both of those topics. And the last interesting manipulation that we can do that I want to show you in this video is the "not" term. In the "not" term, that is going to be where I am searching for things to do with bats, but I'm interested in some of the positive sides in bats, and I don't want any mention of viruses in humans. And that's brought my result list down from over 4,000 to 1,556. And the first thing that I see here is a science unit that I can do at home to learn more about bats. Hopefully you've learned something about our databases and science and will be interested in trying some of these on your own. And if you have any questions, you can direct them to it's a reference at haddonfieldlibrary.org. Thank you.